LifeTerra Foundation is a foundation that aims to fight climate change by planting trees, 500 million trees, for each European citizen a tree. And we want to do that together with children, citizens and businesses to really join forces together and make people aware of climate change and what they can do about it.
I've seen the degradation of the environment, and whenever we try to do something about it in projects, inviting people, friends and family to plant, they all love to come out. So there was an important signal that people are really ready for climate action. We were challenged to propose something that would create true impact in Europe. So we thought about it with the team and we said, what is now not more powerful than to allow every European to plant his or her tree?
The project, what is it about? It's very simple at the end of the day. It's let's plant a tree for every citizen in the European Union, which makes already a very significant contribution to one of the various targets of the new European Biodiversity Strategy, which is let's have 3 new additional billions of trees by 2030. So 500 million of those 3 billions, it's one single life project.
Obviously that was not enough. We had to propose this idea of tagging and of identifying the trees, what was planted, where and when, in order to follow that. But those 500 million data points will at the same time create probably Europe's or maybe even in the world's largest climate research project.
Collecting all these data points of all these trees that we will plant together, we can also have a very valuable contribution to the science of, okay, are we planting the right trees in the right place and how are these trees developing in terms of restoring nature in the right way and creating biodiversity?
There is now, of course, with the onset of climate change, a new angle to that, and that is that we live already in climate change. The climate will be changing. Trees will grow into a different climate from today. And what this project does in particular also, it experiments and it tries to anticipate future climate change and experiments with different tree species to see how they work in the future climate. No one knows exactly what is happening. And so we need to have a lot of flexibility, we need to monitor how things work, and we will need to see and adapt as we move on. Adaptation is a process.
Everywhere in Western Europe, we have to find solutions to adapt the forest and to make it more resilient. And the key to make it more resilient is to diversify at all levels. So mixing different species like we did today, I think it's a solution that can be applied everywhere in Northwestern Europe.
We have here a site which is difficult in terms of soil conditions already, which will quite likely be exposed to more summer droughts, more extreme drought events. And what we are planting here are, on the one hand, tree species which are adapted to that type of condition, which we think can cope with very significant droughts in very difficult sandy soil conditions. And we also are using 2 tree species which are not native so far to this region, but which may actually become suitable and native tree species of the region in the future.
These projects, they live and strive based on their idea, the concept, so they must have a vision, but a vision without visionary people around it that are committed and motivated by this dream and jointly work in that direction is absolutely nothing. So the 2 things is this magic that happens in many other life projects. In this case, is really so tangible and so visible because the vision is really such of a level of ambition that it turns us into saying we had almost a crazy dream. So continue dreaming.
LifeTerra is co-financed by the European Commission through the LIFE program.